Okay. Before we go there, let's talk to the dice maker, and then we'll talk to the bookstore lady. I'm very curious as to how this will go down. I wonder what their reactions will be. Did we already look at this, by the way? I think we did. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Alright, let's get out of here. Time to go visit the dice maker lady. And a flashlight. Hiya. Oh, dice maker lady. Time to tell you about the source of doom. Hello.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Hmm.
I'm listening. Good.
Okay,
I hope
couldn't
it
scroll.
clarified things a bit.
I don't know what that
What else?
glitch is. Like, when I load it, it's just stuck like this, and I can't scroll down all the way, but... I think I found the actual source of the curse.
You mean the curse that I'm spared of because I live outside its immediate reach?
Well, yes, well, about that.
I'm listening.
She leans back in her chair, arms crossed across the chest. Just say it. There's a 2 mm hole, reality, located in her shirts on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to the pail.
Excuse me?
She sits up, visibly agitated.
In reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
She appears to take this in while the chatter from her headphones continues unabated.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard. What? No, I wouldn't go as far to say that the entire world is doomed. Don't worry about it. You've been doing fine so far. I'm sure it's nothing. What would I say?
Just Martinez?
She gives you a rueful smile and then takes a look around.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
That's nice. At least she, like, took it calmly. Okay. Anyways, let us talk to the bookstore lady. We can go this way. All the way around here. Oh yeah, I want to look at more books. We have lots of money, so maybe we can buy some. What's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders.
She lowers her voice.
Even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasures, centers down. Okay, let's look at the books. Not to mention all the stress this work creates upon an officer's family. Detective fiction doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of the books found on the shelf? Oop. Looked at the wrong thing. You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Give me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. Lots of Dick Mullen books. Dick Mullen dies? Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Are there any more? Many, many Dick Mullens. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Reaction speed. Your quick eye noticed a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. Who do we have here? Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few more days to prove his innocence. Why does this speak to me? Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and the shocking betrayals? That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy, full of contradictions. Then this is the book for you. I want to buy this Dick Mullen novel. Sure.
Of course.
He shudders.
Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
I mean... Can we get another book? Oh, I guess not. Okay. I'm gonna read all these for my book club. Storekeep, anything of note on the shelf?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocent?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
She waves her hand as if casting aside the thought.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Well, I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest.
Perhaps for a layman,
She scoffs.
deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
So you recommend it?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
I feel like you should get this one, definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Oh, look through the spell books. Let's take a look.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Okay.
A true cultural touchstone.
She nods. Enjoy the read.
Enjoy the read.
Alright. Let's see what else I can buy here. I just want to click through all these because I want to see if there's any other book stuff we can buy. We don't need to buy anything. We don't need to buy a map because we already got a map.
I'm sorry, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. Yes, yes. Are you?
Okay, so we don't need that. Let's see. Look through the shelf. What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
She narrows her eyes.
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no.
Oh, I can't buy these books?
I can't have you end up...
Why not? Okay. I think there's more stuff downstairs. Let's see. Oh, we can look at these books. Oh, The Man from Heimdall and The Devil Woman. $9. Wow, more Heimdall. Okay, we can buy this book for $9. Let's do it.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
Alright. We have our collection of books for our book club. We have this display here, too. Oh, we could buy a board game. I wonder if we can play it. That'd be really funny. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken by the related merchandise. Storky, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
And look at me. Who would want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I don't have enough money to buy both of them. Darn it. Wonder if you can play a board game with Kim or something. That'd be cool. So what about all these weird things?
Lousy auras there.
She shudders.
No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Oh man, I just realized that we probably have to save money to buy the boombox. Darn it. Okay. Well, at least we have some postcards to sell. I have my new books, though. Dick Mullen, The Mistaken Identity. Another Dick Mullen book that woefully misrepresents the nature of police work. In this one, a detective returns from a trip having successfully solved one case, only to embark on another. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No, he doesn't even look like a normal officer of the law. Books, The Greatest Innocence. Oh, it's Dolores Day. This dusty tome brings knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego, a masked fascist who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world. The Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman. The frontispiece of this old paperback features a muscle man in chains, kneeling before a salacious-looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadow of the vixen's headdress looks like a pair of demonic horns. Interesting. I wonder if we can sell these books too. I didn't finish reading this, but we finished reading this. The Cockatoo book. I'm pretty sure we finished reading this. Yeah, we did. We could also finish reading the Communist book too sometime, so. Okay. Sorry, Kim, we can't play board games tonight. We gotta save money to buy a boombox. Oh, wait, we need to tell the lady about the source of the doom.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Plaisance, I have something to tell you. I found the actual source of doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Earlier, you told me there was no curse.
She clutches her pendant, clearly irritated. My investigation had led me to discover a 2-millimeter anthroponetic hole in reality. That's the source of doom, both in the commercial area and in Martinez. I'm afraid all I can tell you is this. You must leave Martinez immediately. It's too dangerous to stay.
What?
A tiny hole. In reality, it may be connected with the pale, an origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
She's too afraid to even say the word. Whatever you do, don't take away her hope. The only weapon she has against total absence. You can't protect it, not against fail. Close up the shop and try to get as far away from this thing as possible. You can protect it with hope. By refusing to give up. That's what the people have done in the past, by building a church, the place of worship around this thing.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave.
She looks at her daughter, quietly studying in the corner of the shop.
Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers round here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Farewell for now, book peddler. That's really interesting, because then the Doom commercial area is actually, like, kind of a real thing. She thought it was originally at Ghosts, but when we find the source of the Doom, we don't necessarily know if it has any, like, metaphysical effect on the reality or whatever, but it still is interesting, because it's like, technically, it does kind of exist in a sense. Just not in the way maybe she thought originally. Or that we thought originally, like a ghost or whatever.
Motorway south. The lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder, for an unimaginable distance, forgetting, until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat. Swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
Interesting. All white checks unlocked, or intellect checks unlocked. That's pretty awesome. Inland Empire, the swallowing motion. Very cool. Okay, I'm excited to see what cleaning out the rooms will do. Alright, we have a lot of checks unlocked now. Encyclopedia Formidable, that's gonna be really hard to achieve, I think. Noid. Conceptualization. Scattering of bullet holes. Oh, the wall. Box of sunglasses. Do we have anything that raises intellect? There's no drug that raises intellect, right? Motorix and Psyche. Psyche health. Ledger of Oblivion. Oh, whoa. Wait. Oh, if you hold it, it gives you authority and suggestion. Whoa, I didn't know that. That's cool. Equip this one times our most dire. Motorix. Okay. That's cool. I don't think we need the bag anymore. Well, we should have it on just in case, because I think the bottles don't appear on the ground if you don't have it equipped. But we definitely need to equip our Ledger of Oblivion. I guess since we finished reading the whole thing, it gives us a bonus now. I don't know if that was there before. That's cool. Uh-huh. Interesting. Did we finish reading this too? I think we did, right? Okay, I want to organize this so that... let's move all the books we finished reading at the top. This is just our map, right? Okay, we looked at everything else, so... Okay, we finished the kids' book. 6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown. What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the king's men too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
He observes the petals. Is it a coincidence it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
He takes a little note in his little notebook. Very well. The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. The water flows under the channel bridge, dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Pull on your fingers. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought waste water from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crushed flower petals, then sprinkled them in the stream like white salt. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers. That's a good idea. Okay, so I'm just double checking. Interact with this. Okay. Book. So let's put the books on the end. Can I put it here? Oh, I can. Okay, good. We need a tape player here. Okay, I just want to make sure I looked through everything. And we did, and then we just have our books at the bottom. Okay, let's see if we can sell these books, since we read them already. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's talk to the kid just in case if she has anything else to say.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Suggestion. Okie dokie. Let us get out of here. We want to... What do we want to do? Okay, we need to find a tape player. Oh, what's this guy? Did we talk to this guy? Oh, no, this is Gaston. Where's the other guy? Maybe he's at his post?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
The jolliness is gone from Gaston's face.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone.
Oh my gosh!
I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
No! He replies, trying to smile. He's trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face. Do you know what happened to his medals?
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Looks at you for a moment, then speaks quietly.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
Old people die. You better get ready too. That's such an awful thing to say. Gaston sighs and mumbles, more to himself than you. I mean, should we ask about it? I don't know. How did he die exactly?
His hungry little heart finally gave out.
He sighs.
The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and he doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Coquette uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Gaston smiles a sad smile. That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself to Revachol. Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He replies quickly. He has doubts, but right now he just wants to move on and not think about it. Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute
He
cat.
turns to look at the crater.
Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me.
He
She
pauses.
saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, his eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
He wipes his eyes with a sleeve. Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
The old man gathers himself and wipes his eyes again. Here, something to remember your friends by. Give him a photograph of Renee the girl.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny...
Eyes blurry with tears, he has to stop. Gaston takes a photo, hands trembling.
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
He dries his eyes.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
The lieutenant smiles. Offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
The lieutenant nods.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
He mumbles, only half listening to you.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
He slowly shakes his head, then remembers your presence. Too bad Renee's gone. I was hoping to ask him about the Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
The old man stares at the flower, then sighs. What in... Wait, Insulindian lilies?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
He replies with a slight nod. Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the Bells of Revolution.
A sad smile passes his face.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore. Yes? What about René?
Okay.
Yes,
It is what I just don't know anymore.
That's it, I guess.
we can sit on bench.
Okay. Dang, Renee passed away. That's so sad. Okay, guess there's nothing else to do here. Does this still get marked off in our done? Yeah. Okay. That is unfortunate. Wow, I didn't know he would be passing away. Can we pass this empathy check, I wonder?
Still here.
Oh, we'd have to try again. Might have to ask him about the lady driver. Though, because we can't talk to the racist guy.
Look who he is.
Okay, we don't really need to talk to them, right?
Hey.
Okay, yeah. Oh, man. Let's get what we're doing done first, and then we can talk to the driver guy. There's an intellect check here. I think it was the glasses in here. Conceptualization. Okay. Let's see if we can try. Conceptualization. Blue, I believe. This shirt. Visual calculus. Rhetoric. Nice. Alright, better than nothing. So let's just double check. Level 4, not bad. Not bad at all. 28. Ah, darn.
Oh! You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe.
Okay, that's too bad. No problem. Well, I'm glad we didn't sell that photo. I was like, this is probably going to come in use sometime, but... we can sell our other postcards, I think. I don't think we need them for anything else. Yeah, we have to check Renee's, the watchtower area. Boombox. Let's ask him about the boombox.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boomboxes.
Oh, is this it? Oh, $12, okay. Can I get this? Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount.
A discount?
A man like that? In a neighborhood like this, a rickety house falling into the sea, there's fear in him. Use it to your advantage. Careful, you can only do this once. Aren't you afraid of mass gunmen? The roof falling in, killer waves, aircraft accidents, botched surgeries? I'll buy it for $4.
No, not really. I expect momentous change at any moment. But it seems that you are.
He almost sounds concerned and seems to weigh your offer.
Fine.
He nods decisively.
For realities.
Woo, on the cheap. Success, sort of. Whatever gets the job done, right? Here's the money for the
And
boombox.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Nice, dude. Whoa. Now, if only we had enough money to buy a lamp. $700 freaking dollars. Alright, I guess we can step out and play the tape and see what sort of evidence is on it. Good thing we saved our money instead of buying the board games, otherwise that would have been bad. Well, we still have enough money to buy one board game. Okay, let us check the tape. This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. It looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Where's our tape? This one. Okay, we can interact with it now. The portable is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Play the tape. You push commencer and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Oh my gosh. Oh, another loud screech. Some kind of machinery.
The harbor.
Lieutenant takes out his notebook.
That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one.
This part is unintelligible.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty. The lieutenant presses the button marked arrêter on the portal reel. The tape stops spinning. What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Agreed. He also sounds inebriated. But he did say he's going to do it. You can't edit the words into someone's mouth.
Still,
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion. There's more going on here than we know. Who is this Cordy?
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What is Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think it was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Okay, and what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Interesting. Okay. We can talk to Classier about it. Let's see what other checks we have that we can clear, though. So the cargo container door. These are like on the other side, so we can leave those for later. The mirror is in our room. We can also check that at our fisherman's shack. Backyard wall. Okay, let's check the cargo container and the backyard wall before we... Oh, we need to check, the... what is it? Oh, dude. Oh. This is, this must be... What's her face? Cindy. She must have, put all this stuff on it. This wasn't here before, was it? The old king and his horse have been covered and posted with radical slogans like "No kings, no bosses," and again and once more after that. At the bottom of the posters in small lettering are details about meeting at a local coffee house.
Looks like the students took your advice to heart, detective.
Oh. Okay, I guess they did do it. Huh. Alright, do you have anything new to say, lady? Yeah, we'll leave her alone. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if Manana has anything new to say about the guys we met yesterday. The book club.
Hola, wandering man.
Oh, nope. I'm pretty sure Measurehead is not gonna get out of here, which kinda sucks. I ruined it forever. Oh well. We can go through the store anyways. What check is in here? I forgot. Volition. My volition is so high. Yeah. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. Look at the note. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember Leo, Everett Shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water averts plans to sweep office for more banners. All the items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself was crumpled. Look, Kim, a to-do note with the list of errands for Everett.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What's so special about this borscht? Code for drugs, booze, blood? Take another look at the note. Everett's shoes. Special whirling borscht. Water Everett's plans to sweep the office for more banners. More banners and this whirling borscht? Interesting. Oh, thought.
Finger pistol.
Nice.
9mm. Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs real guns anyway? That conversation you just had? It would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at them. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for an actual weapon in a gunfight.
Empty hand slots give suggestion +1. That's cool. I like that. So we take things out of our hands. I'll keep this one on because it's +1 suggestion already, but if we put this down, then we get double suggestion, right? Bonus from thoughts. Oh wait, is it... Do I have to take out both? I wonder. Suggestion 3. Okay, hold on. If I put something in my hand. Suggestion 2. Okay. Interesting. If I do this, it's 4, right? No? It's only 3? Okay, whatever. This doesn't help that much. We got more to reaction speed, though, which is cool. What's our reaction speed at now? 5? Not bad. Okay, cleaning out the rooms is almost done. Indirect modes of taxation. It's only an hour and 45 minutes, so I think cleaning out the rooms might give a good bonus, it seems like, since it took a lot longer, but we'll see. Alright, let's check on the booth here. Renee left his uniform neatly folded on the table. Take it, it's just there, who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it. Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it, but then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable. So, conflict of honor, it's up to you.
I suppose Renee is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
He studies the uniform. It's needed for work and all that. It's gonna take my stuff to the next level.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Okay. Okay. There's nothing else in there, right? Alright, let's check. His clothes. Royal Carabinier jacket. Proud nationalist. This beautifully adorned jacket of the Royal Carabiniers has 3 stars on his shoulders and the word Captain written on the chest. Neatly patched here and there, it's impossible not to feel the love for the fatherland when you wear it. Reaction speed. Vigilance. These pants are made from the synthetic lightweight fiber and designed to let the Carabinier's legs and groin breathe. Red stripes are there to inspire courage, while the golden stripes symbolize the patriotic flame in the warrior's heart. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that they have stuff. Look at my pants. I look cool. Just kidding. Alright, let's see if we can try opening this door. Very low chance, but doesn't hurt to try. Oh, maybe we can ask Leo about the note that we found, the crumpled note. Rhetoric. Alright. Any rhetoric for me? Rhetoric is blue, right? Yeah. We do not have anything that boosts rhetoric. Oh, do you know what? SIGs boost rhetoric. I mean, SIGs boost intellect, right? Oh, we should go buy some cigarettes. They're pretty cheap, if I remember. Yeah, we don't have any more, so... Actually, let me go back and buy them, because... we have all our intellect checks available, so might as well take the cigarettes to be able to retry the ones that we can. Okay. No, go in. We need to get some cigarettes. I need a smoke! Okay. Let us get out of here. Give me some cigarettes. Alright, let's actually check what else is in here. Raincoat. Okay, don't need a raincoat. This is the drugs. Nosefed. Okay, that just heals you. And this is the stuff we need, I think.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Okay, we don't take any more positive boosts from alcohol, but do need some smokes. Yeah. $2.90. Very cheap. Wonder how many we get. 4? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we'll make our way back first. And then we'll take it right as we get there. Not that it makes a big of a difference. Because I don't think time passes by just moving around. La 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 la. It's kind of funny how useful taking drugs is in this game. But I like that it matches your character, you know? I remember when I first started watching this game, I was like, no, don't take the drugs. But it's so helpful. Okay. And I'm also really enjoying my playthrough too. Because a lot of different things have started happening. Because usually when I saw people play it, they would talk to one person and that would be the end of it. After they went through all the dialogue once, but we've been revisiting certain characters a couple times, so that's kind of been fun to like see the story develop further beyond our initial conversations.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long
are you
just
Leo
like
who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes.
He replies
I leave
excitedly.
all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What about the borscht?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
Little guy chuckles merrily.
It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
He shakes his head with a wide smile. Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol all over. What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for the striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook.
Oh.
He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Oh, okay. I guess we have to talk to Manana about it. Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
The little guy nods. I didn't actually understand what you meant and how, and now he's just nodding along. Okay. Well, that was actually super helpful. I'm glad we decided to come over here and talk to him again. Okay, do we still have our sig bonus? Oh no, we didn't take the sigs yet, fortunately. Most of the boss of borscht the strikers are eating. The cook in the whirling rags is making it. You can find him in the kitchen. Okay, we can also talk to Manana about that, so... Alright, so let's take the sigs. And then... we gotta get rhetoric on. Rhetoric. Which is blue. What is Kingdom of Conscious? Moralist pants? Oh, being boring. I see. Minus rhetoric. Okay. I think that might have been our only bonus for rhetoric, unfortunately. Drama. Authority, okay. Intellect base 2. White polo shirt 1. Rhetoric. Okay, we got 4. It's not bad. 17? Oh. Okay. I'm clasping my hands together. Please, gods of the universe of Disco Elysium. No. And it's as it's always been. Darn. Been in this world for many days. Precarious world. Frick! Oh well. That's okay. For this life, it's not a check to be passed, considering our type, our stats. Our character sheet. That's what it's called. La, 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 la. Oh, we can check the map just in case there's any other checks we need to pass. So let's look at that. Just in case. There is the backyard wall. And the Noid and the bullet holes are far away. Okay. Selling is the thing where you can try to convince them to give you money, but I don't need to do that. Oh, let's talk to Manana. 3AT is how idiomatic.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Okay, so we can talk to the cook instead. Alright. Alright, we might have to
Now
push
it's
him,
turning
unfortunately.
into a kind of what? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton of drivers here.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too.
Thank you, friend.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's see. Did we check that car? I remember. She doesn't know anything about the lady driver, but this is the racist guy's car, right?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Racist national.
Okay, there's nothing extra in here. Okay, yeah. We can't give any evidence on him. Unfortunately, I don't want to do the racist thing, so we might just have to gut this guy, which kind of sucks. But it has to be done. I'm sorry, dude.
Now it's turning into a what? But I told you she's my friend.
Put yourself in my
Please don't
shoes.
make
I
me
need this
give
for
her up,
another
detective.
investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Cause she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. She's a suspect. I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Something breaks in him as he stares into your eyes. Remember, you're doing it for the bigger investigation. This is important. Relax. Ask. Where is the lady driver?
Here.
He takes a key ring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence. The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
He gives them to you.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
He blinks. His eyes half empty now. Anything else? Well, like, where is she now?
No. I don't know.
Why did you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
He doesn't finish the sentence.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
He nods. If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside, something incriminating. I'm sorry.
I bet you are.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
He turns to the man before you leave.
You don't really think so?
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
Man, that sucks. Oh well. It really did have to be done. Okay, so it's this, right? Abandoned lorry. This green fallen AZ contemporarian is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The lieutenant peeks inside. Try to peek into the window. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shade of a seat and two steering levers. Hoses cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them. Try the door handle. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put a special care into it. It's a recessed design. Unlock the door with the key Tommy gave you. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound, and the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just open it. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters, extras to smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. The tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled right over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. Admire the posters. These are movie posters featuring starlets from the long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, and even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in there. It's spicy with a hint of ambrette wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. Stop and wonder. What's that smell? Remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably a Grenade at number 5. Study the centerfold. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? but you can't put a finger on whom exactly. Enough of the posters. The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and the toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Examine the radio. Let me drink some water really quick. Okay. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Sorry, I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit. I need to raise it because I don't want to keep craning my neck down. 1 second. Okay, that should be better. It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
He flicks a switch on the radio.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now. Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
What else? Check the pedals. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown in there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip. Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The lieutenant repeats. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
He likes where this is going. Do the honors, see things connected yourself. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. Wait, the 8th missing Hardy here?
Looks like her, yes.
And she was also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the trade union is involved. Not necessarily literature could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
You're right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
We can still ask them.
Are we finished with the lorry?
He writes something down into his little notebook. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air. Peel off the cover on the passenger seat. Voila! A second neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commends you as you sift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Fold open the topmost map. The large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the top ramp at a place called Old South. Toolbox at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield. Where does the road lead? To Couron, to the middle-income neighborhoods there by the driver, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road. Fold open the second map. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a subdistrict called the Pox, old military hospital right adjacent to the 41st precinct. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with a life of their own. What does that sound? The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through the long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights. Look at the third map. The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the imminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. These surface tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Track. These smokers have infiltrated the motor track.
So it would seem.
The lieutenant examines the maps with a furrowed brow.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes. But really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody.
He adds with contempt. Who do you think is behind all this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
The lieutenant removes his glasses and polishes them with a handkerchief. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it. Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know was there. Alright.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by and pull out the toolbox. And the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use. Okay. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. Unfolded newspaper. It's an issue of Petit Perique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. Pick up the note. It looks like an article ripped out from the Radio Enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULEN frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The ULEN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His thought trails off. The lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the note. Alright. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. And close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
He steps away from the lorry. Okay.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think about all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find. What about the movie posters? How do they factor in all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role. A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin. Maybe the trader's some sort of cinephile. Oh, these are all stupid.
Yes, well...
He doesn't say more. Unimportant. So it turns out this is connected to the Union? So it turns out this is connected to the Union.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Meaning someone as severe as Everard won't be caught by a couple cops and some stuff they found in some cabin. Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stopped to think. What were you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay.
Debrief over. After you.
Alright, so now we can finally talk to Joyce, I guess. So we can confront Hardy, and then, the special borscht, we can confront the cook. You gotta remember, we still have to talk to, Classier. That is also very important. Probably doesn't want to talk to us anymore, huh?
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
No, sorry, dude. Sorry! Okay, they're still here. Well, let's talk to the cook first. See what he has to say. Leo says you're friends with Mañana. Is that true? Mention of Mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. What is in that borscht you're making there? Man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return. Mercury rising.
Borscht need more vodka?
He looks at the soup and then at you. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits.
He nods.
Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes it a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. This place is a powder keg. Wow, we can just, like, make them all more drunk. It's kind of crazy. No vodka. Cut it. This is a very strange, predicament here. I'm actually very curious as to what this would do. Oh man, I don't know what to do, though. So, this makes the Union men, right? I mean... Yeah, we could cut it, I guess. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. He's sad about it. It's kind of funny. The jam mystery. Report back to Joyce. I wonder what would happen if we made them all drunk. You know, I guess I could have saved before we did that. Just to... I could see what would happen in my own time, but...
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Alright. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have.
He leans back and ruffles.
There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime,
He points
did
south.
you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
He taps on his notebook then turns to you. The thoughts form in your head like lightning strike branching in the sky. No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant. You're right, there's no local drug trade except you. No, you do. You earned it.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Rubs his jaw, smiling.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly.
He grins.
For the good of the community, of course.
This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least somebody have control over it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
That's Kuno in the yard.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off.
He takes a step closer.
Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
The little man raises his index finger excitedly. Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
She turns to you. Listen to the tape. I'm going to confront Clashy with it.
Smart boy. You go do that.
Okay. Goodbye. Okay, I guess we can't get anything else out of him about it. Okay, let's go talk to Classier. Oh yeah, Classier's room is here. Alright. Oh, what's this? Can we click on this mat? Oh, it's just to go outside, okay.